On behalf of the Nature Coast Republican Club, we'd like to welcome you to our primary election forum. Members of our executive board, Connie Martin Carter and myself, and Bill Harden, who cannot be with us tonight because of a health care issue, welcome you along with our other club members and some community volunteers. Larry Sabato, who is a known election columnist, once wrote, "Every election is determined by people who show up." So once again, we thank you. That also means show up at the polls. This forum was planned and designed with you, the general public, in mind. Many of the candidates and some other individuals have donated to this cause. I would like for you to please join me in standing and thanking those people who have donated for the cause, and we will then follow with a moment of silence and a pledge to our flag, which will be led by our state committeeman, Bob Hageman. So if we could please thank all of those who donated for this event. And in your moment of silence, please remember the conflict that's going on in the world, and please pray for our friend, Bill Harden. As you will see, we have a host of candidates tonight who wish to interact with you. They wish to share who they are, why they wish to serve, and to answer a few of your questions. Abraham Lincoln said, "Elections belong to the people. It's their decision. If they decide to turn their back on the fire and burn their behinds, then they'll just have to sit on those blisters." There are refreshments for your pleasure. The facilities, if you need to use them, go out the doors, turn to the right, past the stairs, turn to the right, and you will see them there. The candidates have been briefed on the forum format, and and you will receive a brief overview prior to each segment of the forum by our moderator, prior to the beginning of each segment. Franklin Roosevelt said of democracy, "A democracy cannot succeed unless those who express their choice are prepared to choose wisely." The real safeguard of a democracy, therefore, is education. The moderator for tonight's forum, who will assist us in learning more about our candidates and their platforms and their views, will be Bob Schweikert. He is the editor and publisher of Groundhog Research. I present to you Bob Schweikert.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who do not know me, I am Bob Schweikert Jr., and I am the publisher of Groundhog News. Just a little bit of info and a little bit of background on Groundhog. It's essentially a blog that I started over a year ago, and just got started with it because I had a friend who knew me and seen how active I was in the community with regards to the county commission. I think that the reason why I started it was because currently at the time we still only have the Chronicle as far as delivering news, and that's what I'm trying to do, is just bring more people into the fold and bring the news and events that happen in Citrus County so that it's out there for the public consumption. Sometimes people see things on there that they don't care for. It is what it is. I'm a registered independent, and all we're trying to do is get the news and information out there. I appreciate all the support, and if you haven't been to the website, it's www.groundhogresearch.com. What I'm going to do now is introduce Susan Gills. She's the Supervisor of Elections, and she's going to give a few brief opening remarks. Thank you.
Well, good evening, everybody. Glad you're all here to find out about the candidates so you can decide how you want to cast your ballot. The primary election is going to be Tuesday, August the 26th. And the book closing date, which is very important, and you're all here so you probably know what you want to do as far as voting, but if you could tell your friends and neighbors, book closing is very important because in order to vote in that August 26th election, you must be registered by that date, or if you want to change your party, because Florida is a closed primary state, you must do so by that date. So again, that is July the 28th. We will be having early voting for 9 days, starting on Friday, August the 15th, through Saturday, August the 23rd, and this will include a weekend, and the early vote sites will be open on Saturday and Sunday. The hours for the entire week, the entire 9 days, are 10 to 6. And we have 4 locations around the county. Inverness City Hall, the Central Ridge Library, the Homosassa Library, and over at the West Central Government Center at Meadowcrest. You can request a mail ballot if you so choose. We have an incredible amount of mail ballots that have now been requested. So far we have, for the primary, which is a record, 20,067 that have been requested. Now I'm going to tell you one thing about that number, and that is that the law changed, and so when people requested a mail ballot, absentee ballot for the 2012 election, unless they told otherwise, we are required to mail them a ballot for this election because the request is good for 2 election cycles. So as you can see, there's a little bit of an unknown on what's going to happen with that, but we are required by law to mail the ballot for that. So that is really an unprecedented number, and so it's going to be an interesting election. And I'm glad you're all here, and I'd just like to finish by saying that I think it's really important that you remember to respect all the candidates. It takes a lot to put yourself out in front of the public. And so each and every one of them who wants to make our community a better place to live, you may not always agree with one candidate or another, but they're all here putting themselves out, and they do deserve respect. So I just hope everybody remembers that, and enjoy the forum. Thank you very much. And call our office if we can help you with anything. Thank you.
Next thing we're going to do is introduce the candidates from the Mosquito Control Board. Albert Jordan, Mr. Jordan here. Mr. Jordan is in seat 1. He's going to give a brief introduction, and then we're going to move on to seat 2 and seat 3.
And how y'all tonight. Appreciate the opportunity to get to ask to come to this meeting tonight. First, I'd like to thank the Nature Coast Republican Club to have us out here tonight. My name is Albert Jordan, running for seat number 1 on the Citrus County Mosquito Control Board. I am on the board now by an appointment from the governor through the Department of Agriculture, who's taken over the end of the appointment from our end of it. We have a great group of employees that do a very great, dedicated, and they do a great job for us out in mosquito control. I have had many people ask me what's currently going on out in mosquito control headquarters at the property. We're building a helicopter hangar and a containment spill area for our chemicals. About 3 years ago, we purchased the property adjacent to our other property on the north 491 area at a great price, about half of the original appraised value of the property. We've worked and saved our money for years and had enough money to take that and buy it without having to raise any millage or taxes to pay for it. So we've been saving through the years for this building. We've not had to raise any of our millage in 5 years. I do not plan to run for any other office as elected. I'm happy serving Citrus County Mosquito Control for a commissioner in this capacity for a total of 31 years. At this time, I would like to ask you for your consideration in voting for me on November the 4th. We'll be on the general ballot in November. Thank you very much.
Mosquito Control Board, seat 2. Is Ms. Barrick here?
Yeah. My name is Janet Barrick. I'm a resident of Citrus Springs. I have lived in the county since 2006. I was a teacher. I'm a retired teacher. I taught math, science, and anything that a student needs to know. I've been going to the Mosquito Control Board meetings because I feel if I'm going to run for something, I need to know what's going on. And it is a very large budget that they have to work with. They do a good job, and I would like to be part of it as it goes into the future years. My seat is a 2-year seat, so it is seat 2. Thank you.
anyone here else from Mosquito Control Seat 2? If there is, you can let me know. Okay, I don't see anyone. Mosquito Control Board Seat 3, Ms. Busby, Brenda Busby.
Hello, I'm Brenda Busby. I have 18 plus years of experience in the Mosquito Control Board. I was a fog truck driver at one time, and I'm a past board member. I have 25 years experience in pest control business. I am a very conservative individual. I think if you talk the talk, you need to walk the walk. I hold people accountable, and that goes from Washington down to us in Citrus County. I think that common sense has been left out of a lot of our government decisions, and it needs to get back there. Remember me, Brenda B, C3. Thank you.
Mosquito Control Board C3, Robert Marlin.
Okay. Hi, my name is Bob Mylan. I'm currently your Mosquito Control Commissioner in seat number 3. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm the best person to serve as your Mosquito Control Commissioner in seat number 3. I've been married to my wife Connie for 40 plus years. We have 2 children. My son Robert Jr. is a West Point graduate, currently a major in the United States Army with 4 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. My daughter Jennifer, who went to UCF and is now a human resources representative with Bright House in Orlando. I have a bachelor's degree from Florida Atlantic University with advanced study in finance and management. Previously, I was a business engineering and management consultant with expertise in finance, budgeting, and marketing with clients throughout the country. I have 24 years experience in mosquito and pest control. I've owned 2 pest control companies in the past, and I'm currently certified in all categories of pest control with the state of Florida. My community service includes 5 years as president of the Civic Association. I'm a United States Military Academy Admissions Field Representative for Citrus County. I'm a member of the Citrus County Republican Executive Committee. I'm a member of the Kings Bay Rotary and a member of the Citrus County Council. In the past 3.5 years, through initiatives that I have instituted in mosquito control as a Mosquito Control Commissioner, the citizens of Citrus County have saved hundreds of thousands of dollars, basically in running it as a business, not necessarily as a governmental agency, which it is, but when I originally campaigned, I campaigned that we need to run it like a business and make decisions like a business makes. That's why we were able to purchase the property that the previous Mosquito Control Commission had authorized $500,000 to buy, and I said it's not worth that. I got with Albert, we changed it, we offered much less money, and 3 months later we bought it for $250,000, half of what the previous administration had agreed to. I just want to say that I'm not using this as a stepping stone for another office. Many others who are running for mosquito control are looking at running for other offices like county commission and things like that, and they have no knowledge or experience in mosquito controls or the health issues associated with it. I'd like to ask you for your votes to allow me to continue to serve the citizens of Citrus County and to allow mosquito control to be the productive and efficient organization that has become in one of the top mosquito control districts in the state. Once again, Bob Mylan, Seat 3, Citrus County Mosquito Control. Thank you.